Alright, skipping the Morphonica stuff of set 13 because I don't really want to care about these collabs. We're going on to powerful support with the new dressed up powerful Herminia in the Dokuvan stream. So let's begin. We start out with Pumpkin Breeze Lebita, which is a grade 1 when you keep powering the skills. Auto rearguard at the end of your turn. If you have 5 or more units with the powerful ability, you may return all rearguards in the same column as this unit to your hand. Remember, the playstyle of powerful is basically using up all your resources to gain abilities. Just keep that one in mind, but having 5 or more powerful units might be a little difficult considering that we do not have that many powerful units yet, although it's nice to have more. Now this one lets you return all the powerful units in the column with herself back to your hand, which is pretty nice to protect your rearguards, but also for its second skill where powerful Count Guardian. If your Vanguard is Herminia, if you have 0 cards in Soul, shield plus 5k. I mean, to be soulless for 10k shield isn't exactly the best, but for its playstyle, I guess it works. But to get the 5 powerful units might be a little bit weird considering that we do not have absurdly a lot of powerful units yet, even from set 2. In which we go to Rose of Escasy Custodia, which is a grade 2 by taking power on the skills. Auto, when placed on rearguard, if your Vanguard has the powerful ability, cost Soul Blast 1, look at top 5 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 powerful unit from among them with different name from this card and call it to rearguard, if it's a grade 2 or less. But if it's not, you add it to your hand. But if you added a card to your hand, choose a card from your hand and discard it. So basically, it's your searcher, and it's just really good by default because it's your searcher, while also having the powerful ability of Count Guardian. Your Vanguard is Herminia, and your Soulless, shield plus 5k, so 10k shield. Luckily, this is bounceable back thanks to the new grade 1, but you still run this in the powerful deck because obviously it's consistency boosts. And now to the new Herminia, Enduring Beauty Herminia, which is a grade 3 particular power and has the dress up ability of Coming Beauty Herminia, and the skill is Count Vanguard. During your battle phase, you have 3 or more face down cards in the damage zone. The cost of all your auto abilities of your front row units with the powerful ability are reduced by 1 counterblast. What's nice, it says all your front row units, so meaning that you can actually get free costs. And luckily, it says 3 or more face down cards in your damage zone and not all of them, so this actually might be easier to pull off, but it has to be at least 3 cards, so this can be a little bit of a hindrance sometimes if you're trying to guard early. But reducing costs is always pretty nice. But the second ability is powerful. Auto Vanguard. At the end of the battle that this unit attacked, if you have 0 cards in Soul, costs discard a card that is Herminia, stand all your front row rearguards with the powerful ability. But if you persona right during the turn, you can counterblast 1 instead. Like the last one, discarding a copy of herself basically is a minus on a persona. Luckily there's 2 versions of her, original and herself, but for a discard for 2 extra attacks, it isn't entirely too bad, especially if you could just pay with the counterblast instead. And in a way better than original Herminia because technically it nullifies the cost in many ways thanks to its first skill, even though it's a little bit more conditional with the 3 or more face down cards, and this new one restands a whole front row instead of just 1 extra attack. Sure, they have to be powerful, but still. Overall not too bad, but for the word powerful, definitely not powerful. But the little thing I will say about the original Herminia is that you don't have the damage zone condition, and it's easy to waste the counterblast really easily with the original Herminia thanks to its first skill of just giving it power. And also no conditional restand of discarding a copy of itself. But I will have to say, running this one as the new main grade 3 instead of just using the other one might be a little better. Because in a way, getting the 3 damage off is pretty easy to control, unless if you're going first, and if your opponent decides to damage deny you, and sometimes the discard target, because yeah, you need both Herminias to make this a little more consistent. So that's it for this new dress of Herminia. What do you guys think of it? For the word powerful, definitely not powerful. Yes, using up all your resources for 1 big skill is nice and all, if the skill was actually all powerful, which is not. I will still admit that it is a bigger upgrade than the original though, that's all I can give. And in a way, you might still run the original for consistency boosts. But in that's it for this, and see you all next time.